everyone, David Coe with the Coe Real Estate Group. The numbers are in for October for real estate sales in LA County and Orange County, and I want to spend a few minutes kind of giving you an overview of where things stand. So the first thing we're going to look at is pending sales, and as you can see here, pending sales have continued to decrease in both LA County and Orange County. And not only are these numbers lower than where we were in April of 2020 when the pandemic news first hit and shutdowns began, but if we go back and look, as long as we've been tracking this, all the way looking back to January of 2008 during the Great Recession, we are still lower than that. So the actual number of volumes has decreased significantly throughout LA County, Orange County, and quite frankly, all over the country, primarily due to interest rates. If we look at where rates have been, and actually I'm going to put this at 1 year, right? Rates really climbed all the way through. They're almost to 8%, actually above 8% right here in kind of the beginning of mid-October. But they did decrease down. Our last Fed meeting, the Fed signaled that they are not going to raise rates at that last meeting and probably not going to raise rates again in December. And most people are betting that that is the case. And because of that, rates took about 0.5% drop over the last week or so. But as you can see, as these rates have climbed, the number of transactions has decreased. Now, when I do look at over time, what you can see is there's always an ebb and flow on transactional volumes, right? Things tend to peak in the spring, early summer, and then fall at the end of the year. So assuming that's the case, that we are going to probably be looking at a rebound in transactional volume in the spring of this year. And especially if rates continue to either stabilize or come down a little bit further, there's a lot of pent-up demand right now that will probably get uncorked in the first quarter of next year. Looking at prices, while there hasn't been a lot of transactional volume, zoom in here a little bit, prices have stayed pretty stable. They're down a little bit in Orange County, up a little bit in LA County, but just the lack of demand, which is also equally being affected by the lack of supply. A lot of people also aren't putting their homes on the market because interest rates are high and they don't want to give up that low interest rate they have on their existing home. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you're a seller and you're looking to sell, the time to sell is probably going to be in spring of next year, which means we might need to start having conversations right now about prepping your house and getting it ready so you can get on the market at the early part of that wave of demand that we expect to hit in the spring of next year. And if you're a buyer and you want to get out in front of that wave, now's probably the time. Rates have come down, and if we look at days on market is building a little bit just due to the lack of demand. So if there is a property out there that has a high day on market, you might be able to negotiate a price that you won't be able to negotiate 3 or 4 months from now when you're maybe looking and being in a multiple offer situation and sellers might be a little more precious of holding onto their price. So I hope this information was helpful. Of course, your situation might require some different advice based on whatever situation you're dealing with. So we'd love to be in contact with you. Please either give myself or someone from the team a call so we can sit down with you and help you develop a plan on how to navigate your real estate goals. David Coe with the Coe Real Estate Group. Hope you're doing well and I hope to talk to you soon.